Shalom, RW. Hope things are going well with you and my sister, who's your wife. I've been sort of tied up in my life. Getting sort of busy these days. Enough of that. I tried to convey to you the pointlessness and being sucked back into a hole by getting back into that debate. I made a few comments as normal. There are quite a few atheists that I don't like. Not because they're atheists, I just don't like them. Most atheists I know, not all. I mean, there's a few I like Mimica, I like him. I don't know why, I just do. Guru from time to time, although he can become obnoxious. And there's, I can't think of the guy's name. There's two guys in Britain. I can't think of their names. And I can take them from time to time. And sometimes, you can get into a very interesting conversation or even a debate that's not religious in orientation, right? And those are very interesting and enjoyable debates because religion is not involved. As I made a point in some past video, the two things that get anybody really stirred up is religion and politics. You're going to have problems on that one. And you always do. But you brought up this thing with body dance, and it's like you're better off to leave sleeping dogs lie. You know what I mean? You just don't want to go there. It's just a waste of your time. You see, what happens is, and I know this because I've argued with atheists before and wasted a year of my life. They do tend to argue from the point of argument from ignorance. They're saying, I don't know, you're going to have to prove it to me. Without realizing, in a true debate, regardless of the framework of that debate, it is both sides that either needs to prove or disprove their position and their opponent's position. It's prove theirs and disprove their opponents. But most atheists can't prove their position, so they usually fall back on the arguments of ignorance, which is a debating mistake. And can be exploited if well played. But they suck a lot of people into that debate. I got sucked in the first few times. Until I told them, no, the burden of proof's on both sides. And that's what debating is. Would you care to look up debating rules? Of course, then the conversation dies. Their general argument is we don't have empirical evidence to know this. Well, the point of God's existence is not to be seen or felt, or proven, or analyzed, or measured, or quantified. The evidence of God is all around. But a blind person sees nothing. So does atheists. They see nothing. So to have an argument with an atheist, to try to get them to see the truth, is like asking a blind man to see. There's no story about three blind men standing in front of an elephant. One touches a nose and thinks it's a snake. The other one touches a leg and thinks it's a tree, and the other one touches something else and thinks something else, right? The point of view is skewed because they refuse to see all things. It's like for them sitting in your own yard as a child with no knowledge of the world, right? Let's say you're completely isolated from any information and you're learning on your own. Your understanding of the existence of the world is limited to the point of view that you have in your backyard. You might have binoculars and telescopes and all this stuff, and you come up with all these precepts that can't be proven, like evolution. Already been proven, mathematically impossible. Failed. It's been proven by the geological record. Failed. The creation of the universe, based upon atheist points of view, failed. They keep redesigning it, trying to make their point. They keep going back, well, there's a big bang that began it. No, a bang is an effect, not a cause. What caused it? They don't know. Therefore, the entire conclusion of their mindset is flawed to begin with. In order to change it and pull them out of their fairy tale means they'd have to see, and they do not wish to see. I do not wish to belittle you, RW, but the crusade that you have embarked on is not to be rude to you or to my sister's husband, but it's a foolish venture. You cannot prove something to someone who refuses to see. And you cannot teach somebody to see. I've often used atheists who died and had a after-death experience who became Christian. But they disprove it because they themselves didn't witness it. They are not the end authority on anything. They're only a spectator in a game, and they don't understand the rules. So, the venture into this, my friend, is not really worth your time or effort. It is written that many will fall away in the end of days. You are seeing prophecy being fulfilled. These things can't be changed. A person won't change. You cannot instill it in them when it doesn't exist. And for my final point, I will quote the thing actually, there's a quote I wanted to use, but I couldn't find the one I want. But I'll use this one. Atheists love to quote this gentleman because it makes them feel good. So I'm going to quote him to make them question, but it won't work. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Which means if you don't have proof of something, doesn't mean you have proof that nothing exists. Carl Sagan. Enjoy that, atheist. As for my atheist friends, I wish you a good night. And this was not an attack on you, or to belittle you in any means. And for anyone I do or do not know that's atheist, I am not attacking you. I am merely questioning your flawed position. And no, I do not wish to engage into long, meaningless, pointless debates in order to give your life purpose. For my sister, I hope things are going well with you and find peace and blessing in each day. And as for you, RW, take care of my sister. And may each day bring joy and happiness to you. Shalom, brother. Shalom.